And here we are at BAMMA 20, and we're lucky enough to have a few minutes alone with the new light heavyweight champion of the world, Marcin Lazarz. And is that arguably the biggest fight of your career so far?
No, I mean the biggest because of the belt, but
Yes.
not the most difficult now.
You know, we knew Brett came in with a pedigree for having a big, strong punch and a granite chin. Is it fair to say that your overall game was just too much for him today?
Lame tell himself. I don't know. I mean, I did my job. I did my game plan. I was listening to my coaches, and I did my job as I supposed to.
Was there any worry? You know, he's got that one punch kind of knockout power that can come from anywhere. Was the game plan just, you know, after he knocked out Ollie in the last fight, you know, people were all over the fact that over his power. It seemed to me though, whenever he tried to load up, you just use your MMA. You distance footwork.
What do you think? You have a right hand or left hand?
It's left, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking you have a right hand.
He's got two hands, and I'm sure he could throw them both. But
Body structures look like he's more muscles on his right side, so I was expecting his right hand. I mean, I don't know. I moved to my right to avoid his right, but he caught me with a hook. I took him down for that, and yeah, I feel the power of this punch, but not like to switch off the lights. No way, no.
Again, you know, it seemed to me that the way that you fought a very smart fight. You didn't engage in a stand in front and trade. You used your level changes and footwork, which is something you mentioned in your scrum. How important was the footwork for you in order to make sure you could take the fight where you wanted it to go?
Is like the main thing to do, you know, for me. Like, I want to move around. I don't want to be a static target, you know. I want to move, change angles, land my combos, and change the game, take it to the ground. Yeah, you said it all. You said it all.
What's it going to take for somebody to get that BAMMA title off your shoulder? Because we've seen Jason Jones, you know, he came in, he beat Max Nunes, then he disappeared, and no one. Are you going to be a fighting champion for BAMMA? Is that the ambition? You want to defend that title a few times?
That's my ambitions, you know. Like, I want to get better and better.
And now you've main evented on Spike TV UK. Spike TV is synonymous, certainly overseas, as, you know, making MMA and bringing. How important is that deal? One, you've just main evented, and two, but how big is it for UK MMA, which you're a big part?
Every next fight is the most important for me. It's not like one fight is more important than another. The fight is that about to happen is the most important for me in the world.
But with the Spike TV, how important is the Spike TV deal in terms of, one, getting your name out across the UK? Because UK MMA is
huge. It's huge. It's a pleasure, you know. Like the audience is much bigger than before, and I love to do it. And I love to get bigger. I love to grow with them. I mean, what you want me to say is it's great to have them on board, you know.
BAMMA haven't really had a face like that one face that represents the company. You might look at Colin Fletcher, or if you go back a little bit, Tom Kong Watson. You could become the face of the next generation of BAMMA champions. Again, is that something that you would relish, you know, to be a role model for all of the amateurs that are upcoming? You know, how important is that to you?
It means everything. I mean, I don't think I'm a next generation. I'm a generation now. Yeah. I'm a generation now, and I do everything to keep that belt as long as possible. I know what it takes to be a champion. I got a great family behind me. I got great coaches behind me, and I have everything that I need to be a happy killer and to be a you know, happy fighter. You know,
I asked it in the scrum, but I'll ask him now, because I assume that was your little boy that came up, and you know, you see Daddy, and again, you know, you must have sacrificed a lot to get where you are in terms of your MMA career, in terms of family, and
me and my family, we live a sport life. We live a sport life for years, you know. Like, they sacrifice everything for me, and I do the best I possibly can to be the best father and the best husband, and they backing me up with everything. My family back home, my mom and my brother also, you know.
Does the title give that a little bit of validation? Does it go, you know, all that sacrifice, I got something to show?
Definitely. It's a statement. As I said, yeah, it's something that we deserve.
Is there a light heavy, you know, it's probably a silly question, but is there anybody out there that Anybody on the BAMMA radar that worries you at the moment, or are you quite comfortable as king of the castle?
I don't even know who I'm supposed to think about. Give me some name.
Well, I'm wondering if Max Nunes might come back. You know, now is that a rematch that you'd quite relish?
I don't know. Probably, yeah. I mean, that's the only loss I ever had. I mean, I respect Max. Me and Max, we was representing Team UK in America, and we in good relations. But this is a sport that we do. This is a sport that we do. We are warriors. We are athletes. Like. And I'm not calling him out. Like he's fighting in the middleweight division. Like, I wish him all the best. But if opportunity comes and Mark's gonna like to do it again, like I love to do it again.
I gotta admit, it's sitting next to a happy killer. You're a humble guy. I don't envy anybody who has to get into that cage with you.
I'm not saying. We're just talking relaxed. You know, like yeah. Whoever comes, as I said, whatever opponent is that gonna be, you know, like. I take it. I defend my belt.
And you know, how many times this year? You know, we're in April now. We got an event in June.
2 days off, and I think about it, and we get back on track. There's nothing, no major injuries that they're gonna stop me now. I'm gonna get better and better now. I have great sponsors behind me. I'm supposed to say something about it, please. So there's a. Construct a quad, Mr. Lyndon Wood, thank you very much. Kayani, MTT, Mixed Martial Therapist, JY Nutrition, Pitbull West Coast, you know, they do my fight kit, my clothes and everything, great brand, you know, they coming to UK now, so they're available in UK. You should check this out.
Nice plug to the sponsor, nice.
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, I love to thank all of my sparring partners, you know, and everyone that helped me. That they know they helped me with preparation to this fight. You know, Team Titan, Sylvie Woods and his academy, Roger Gracie Camp. You know.
I'll ask one more question and let you go, and it has to be: you're training with arguably one of the best grapplers ever.
Yeah.
One. How humbling is that sometimes? And two, how much do you think your game has grown rolling with Roger Gracie?
Confidence gone through the roof. Yeah. That's all I want to say.
Marcin, it's always a pleasure watching you work. Thank you so much for your time. We look forward to seeing you, if not in June, in August, defending that BAMMA title for the first time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Marcin, thank you.